Start. Okay, YouTube, I hope we're back. Hello again. Okay, YouTube. Glad to see you're back. I am not sure why you're not showing up on Twitch yet or on OBS yet, but is there a way to fix this in OBS? I'm debating on whether or not to restart OBS to see if it resyncs it, because with the microphone being out, that might be why that was out too. Hey, run and hide. Good, good. Okay, I think I got the bot to join, so you guys should start showing up now. Good. No restarts needed. Let's see. There we go. Hello, Caleb. Chris and Bacon. Bacon. I gotta know, ML Peira's kit. She looks so cool. We'll jump into it. Just give me a second to finish my dailies. Melody sounds like an Iron Maiden song. Yeah, a little bit. Sure. Hey, what's up, Money Man? Good to see you. Yeah, Peira's kit. Peira's sprite looks amazing. How's my day? It's just getting started, buddy. It's just getting started. I almost did yesterday. I'm so close to freaking level 94. It's so freaking hard to level once you hit the 90s. We may do some a little bit after we stream here, because we're going to talk about the patch notes a little bit, get our dailies done, and then maybe I'll just do a little bit of PoE and then wrap it up and put some videos up and get ready for the podcast tonight, because I believe we have maintenance tonight, right? Pretty sure it's a maintenance day, because I don't think we did maintenance last week. You have 3.5 mystics. You know what? I'm in mystic poverty. I got 17k sky stones, so I'm going to break my mouse refreshing the shop, but I'm going to need to refresh the shop because I am not in good shape on mystics. Hua Young was not nice to me. Okay, so let me see. What do we got to do? We got to say hi to the guild. Give them some of our hard-earned cash and proofs. I'm gonna beg for wyvern claws. Give some away. We do not recommend, nor do we endorse, doing things that break the terms of service, Ariel, but even if it's things that pretty much every single person does, because Smilegate's system practically requires it, we're still not going to encourage anybody to do that. Not sure. We'll figure it out here in just a minute, guys.
Lone Wolf
We get to look at all this together,
kind
remember.
of contradictory when she's best friends with every dark unit on her team.
If you say so, man. We got to look at the kit together and figure that out. Yeah, ML Hua Young. There are still a large number of people out there coping that she's a good unit. It drives me nuts. I mean, I've been point blank told, stop telling the community she's bad and stop telling the community to not pull for her. She's not bad. She's totally usable. I'm like, you are high. She's usable in RTA like Wukong is usable in RTA at the very, very highest end of gearing and elos and stuff. In certain situations, you can do some crazy things with Wukong and probably Hua Young too. But pound for pound, as good as she looks, she's not a good unit. She's like the very definition of mid as far as her kit goes. She's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying she's not good. Yeah, for top tier players, right? Top tier players were crushing people with Mort pre-buff. Top tier players are doing crazy things with Wukong. Top tier player, you're talking about 1,000 people out of 100,000 players. You're legitimately talking about the 1%. And if you're talking about the legend tier, you're talking about the 1% of the 1%. That doesn't mean it's a good unit. That's the most niche of niches I've ever heard, and that niche is be a 1%er. Nah, you can't tell me that's good. That's exclusive. It's like trying to tell me which Gulfstream personal jet is the best one for ownership and trying to convince the community that this Gulfstream jet is the best one because it's got a gold-plated hull and internal minibar, unlike the other Gulfstream that's only silver-plated with no minibar. I mean, that's not even usable, but this is the best Gulfstream to own. Everybody should go out there and buy it. You know, who the fuck am I talking to when I say Hua Young is a good unit? Because I'm not talking to the average player. I hate the web event. This buggy, broken, doesn't load. There we go. Bullshit, slow, laggy web event. Get rid of it. Put all of this stuff over here and never do this again. These things are terrible. And I'll never stop bitching about it. Who are we fighting in Guild Wars? Sinray. Does Sinray belong to anybody? Is this anybody's guild? If this is anybody in chat, let me know and I'll do my best to try to find you and lose to you and donate mystics. Did I hear there's more CN server drama? I did not. Personally, I don't care. It's like somebody saying, "Did you hear there's more Genshin drama?" I was like, how's that affect my game? But, nah, link it up, man. We'll take a look at it. Who doesn't love a little bit of drama? Okay, we got summon a pet. Oh shit, we gotta check on my garden. I almost forgot about my garden, guys. Let's see.
This Justin Lone Wolf Peira is going to get a hotfix / patch to boost her sales. I mean usability.
Oh wait, I should get this stuff here. Why is there not a receive all button, guys? Why is there not a receive all button? Oh, there it is. Man, it's cool that, like, as soon as I asked for it, they totally just implemented it right there. Man, now that's some quick response, I'm telling you. Nope, still early. We're just getting there. Let me see. 8 billion, 8 billion, 5 billion, 8.6, 3.2. Most expensive thing first. Now we're out of cash. Just leave her dangling there. She's still dangling there. You just can't see it. All right, guys. Let's take a look at stove. See what we got going on. All right. I have a free Moonlight Theater, though. Oh, yeah, I do have to finish Moonlight Theater. That damn story. All right. So maintenance tonight. Get your Guild Wars done because the game is going down 10 p.m. Eastern time. For those of you who aren't aware, we'll probably do a post-maintenance podcast. We usually do.
Let's see
we got stuff
what
to talk
John
about.
Smilegate has cooked up and read the comments as well.
Okay, so let's see. We got 3 posts. Update content, Lone Wolf Peira preview, and Charon and Shepherd of the Hollow rate up. Okay, so the next rate up banner is going to be Charon and Shepherd of the Hollow. Unless he's your husbando, unless you are rolling in Mystics and are a collector, if you're a new player, don't pull this unit. He is not very functional. He can be used in some some fights where you are trying to counter cleave, and that's about it. His artifact is really good. It's used on multiple different thieves, but once again, so much stuff is coming. He's not a must-have unit. You only pull for this guy if you really, really want this unit. It has just been mentioned to me that there is no side story for Charon, even though he's a legacy unit. He is out since January or December of 2018, January 2019. He's been out forever, so he's been around for a while, and there's still no side story to create a banner for him. So the fact that he has a banner now, other than just random luck sacking, was the only way to get him. But let's be real, he's just not used in a modern Epic 7 game, so you only pull for him if you're desperate for him, really want to put him in his bunny skin, whatever does it for you. But 99.9% of you hard skip. Don't waste your bookmarks on Charon or that artifact. New Moonlight Hero Lone Wolf Peira preview. Let's check her out. Okay, I'm about it. Lone Wolf Peira is taking the world on by herself after losing both her honor and her personal relationships. The world is shit on Peira, but we're excited to review a glimpse of the new Moonlight Hero Peira. So for those of you who are saying Teiyu is coming next, everybody's happy you're wrong. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm repairing your bike only because I just can't stand seeing it in such bad shape. A biker with the moniker Lone Wolf, who was formerly the vice captain and mechanic of the biker game Crimson Knight, but one event led to another, and now she operates independently. Damn. Guys, I don't see a tail. Here. She's not a wolf. Look, ML Peira's human as hell, yeah. So she's only Wulf in name and in decal, right? She's not actually a Suan. So how about that? Finally, you can simp for Peira and not feel weird about it. She's made it pretty clear now that she loathes almost all things associated with not a biker thugs, but rumors have...
Listen, they didn't release Taiu. Cheese has bad at her tie, and he can't hold a relationship with a Din swell.
Din is such an awful, awful person that you can't, like, hook up with that. What's that say about you? Rumors have been circulating that if you don't keep up with your bike maintenance and happen to cross paths with her, you'll wake up battered and bruised, but your bike will be new as hell the day you got it. Okay, pro tip, everybody, stop taking care of your bike immediately. The shittier your bike looks, the more chance is Peira is going to show up and pound on you. All right? Motivation. Members of the Sura gang was disbanded after Hwa-Young's retirement. Hwa-Young, I guess, didn't take care of her bike either. And they're chasing after Peira, but they fail every time because they simply cannot catch up with her, as she rides a specially modified bike customized just for herself. God damn! Holy freaking hell! That's... I got no words, guys. I got no words. This is beautiful art. This is some of the best shit I think I've seen Smilegate turn out in forever. Damn. Lone Wolf Peira is a 5-star Dark Element Aquarius warrior. Good, we need more warriors.
Puts Loke to shame now.
Lone Wolf Peira is a 5-star Dark Elemental Aquarius warrior who can strengthen Dark Elemental allies and help her allies get turns. Okay, so you want to run her with Dark units. She attacks the enemy with a 75% chance to defense break. A successful attack inflicts additional damage proportional to her attack. That's a loaded S1 already. So anytime I see a defense break on an S1, I immediately go, oh, she's going to be Flan's best friend too, right?
Does Lone Wolf Peira win again with that bite?
Let's see. Where did my music go? So yeah, anytime you see a defense break on the S1, I can't help but think she's going to be really good with Flan, even though Flan's not a dark unit. Soulburn attacks all enemies and does not trigger a dual attack. Okay, so if you Soulburn, you won't trigger Flan, but you'll get an AoE defense break 75%. Interesting. Yeah, an AoE defense break on the S1. That's kind of crazy, guys. Even though it's only 75% chance, isn't Ran only 75% chance? Or is he 80? Anyway, regardless, that's an impressive S1. Skill 2. So this is our passive. Increase evasion by 50%. Increase evasion. So is this going to be a passive hidden evasion like Violet? Or is this going to be an evasion buff? If it's a buff, it's not that big of a deal. If it's a passive built-in evasion, that's a big deal. I guess we'll see in the video preview. At the start of the turn, increases attack by 20%. Event can... oh my god! Can stack up to 5 times? So she's basically got Green Landy's attack boosting passive, but it can go up 5 times. That's 100% increase to her attack. So whatever her attack is, by the time she... takes her 5th turn, she's got double her attack. At the end of the turn, increases combat readiness of all allies by 10%. That's freaking huge. So she's got basically a built-in Sasha Ethanes in her kit. Skill 3 dispels 2 debuffs from all allies before granting Rampage. So she's got a built-in Giga Cleanse. Oh wait, dispels 2 debuffs from all allies and grants Rampage to Dark Elemental allies for 3 turns. Rampage increases evasion and speed by 20%. Oh, guys, is Rylet back? I think Rylet's back. Doesn't that make Rylet a base 90% evasion unit? It's definitely for Rylet. Dark Auden, I'm sorry, I think Dark Auden's just garbage. But anyway, that's crazy, but only for Dark Elemental heroes, but this is a direct Remnant Violet buff. Grants swift attack to all allies except for the caster. What's swift attack? Swift attack is Ahmed's buff. Oh my god, 50% CR push to everybody on the team after they take a turn. Good god. Dispels 2 debuffs from all allies before granting Dark Rampage to allies for 3 turns. Grants swift attack to all allies except for the caster. Oh my god, after you awaken it, it gives Peira an extra turn. Holy shit. She's an Aquarius warrior, so that's the same as Conqueror Lilius. So she's going to be 120, 121 base speed. She's going to be opener level speed. Yeah, 121 speed. So she's opener level speed. She gives swift attack to everybody on the team. Big CR push. She cleanses 2 debuffs. She's a warrior, so she gets access to all the warrior artifacts. Jesus, you could put her on Sweet Miracle and just cleanse everything. Because you don't have to worry about her skills being rolled back. Oh my god. And she gives evasion and speed to all the dark units on your team. This is crazy, guys. This is great disaster level crazy. This is, how do you fight this? How do you fight this except with, like, Hua Young, or except with Harsetti, who everybody bans? Holy shit, BBK, you're right. You could run her with BBK. You could run her with Flan. You could run her with Remnant Violet. BBK, Flan, Rylet, Peira. I can't even think of how to fight that. God, Archdemon Shadow. Oh my god, you're right. Archdemon Shadow with that extra speed buff. I don't think you need Fat Cat with her, Sparky. I think what she's got on her own is crazy good. I think the extra evasion's not really going to do you much. Hellion Lua. Holy shit. Hellion Lua, even faster with more CR pushes, so Hellion Lua can take even more turns. Peira and Lua? This needs to be nerfed. This needs to be pre-release adjusted, guys. If this isn't pre-release adjusted, you're staring at the next... I'm sorry, I got distracted for a minute. You're staring at the... God damn! I don't even care. She's the next great disaster, and I don't care. This unit is going to be on my screen every day, and I don't care. All we're going to be doing is staring at this unit all day long, staring at this unit, not thinking about anything else, and then we're going to load up Epic 7, and we're going to play this unit all the fucking time. If you went to pity on Hua Young like I did, you're kind of in shambles right now, aren't you? Man, how much you want to bet some extremely fat Lunar New Year packs that are loaded with mystics are heading our way? Because I tell you what, they're going to sell a ton of them. Oh my god. Yeah. This unit's beyond a must-have. I legitimately think this unit might need to be adjusted before release, because I can't... Every time I think of a new unit, I'm like, how are you going to fight against that? Yeah, you better hope you pick this unit first. This unit might actually make Luna not be the most pre-banned unit, because if you don't have first turn and you let this unit through, I don't know how you beat it. Not if your opponent bans Harsetti. Because everybody pre-bans Harsetti. You know, nobody tell me it's like, oh, but you can just you can just use Harsetti against her. No, you can't. She already has a 70% win rate, and units, or sorry, a 70% pre-ban rate. And units like this are going to make pre-bans happen even more often. Wow. We'll be able to meet Lone Wolf Peira from Mystic Summons on the 30th. Lunar New Year 2025 is the day after Lunar New Year. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna see some mystic loaded Lunar New Year packs. You bet money on that.
I told others, imagine that one guy that has orcs lot just for fun. If they had creation destruction Peira, they could literally play with their food.
I think it's not going to be creation destruction though. I think it's going to be Sweet Miracle. I think you guarantee that Peira gets to take a turn, and then there's nothing your enemy can do. She does so, as soon as she gets a turn, she does so much stuff to initiate, bridge, and activate your team. As long as you are smart enough that you can stop the enemy's bridge or opener units, you'll be able to run people over with her. All right, let's jump into the content update. Let's see, what content do we have? Oh, we have got a video. Let's go check out this content video. I just want to say real quick, props to Smilegate for making a where'd it go?
Since Fenne has a revived gimmick for Rift, Demon Mode Rem stonks.
So props to Smilegate for making their 1 minute summary actually 1 minute long. That's it's been a while since we've seen that. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, she straight up got bit by that snake. Yeah, that snake bit the crap out of her. And she's into it.
Stay with me forever. Would you like to be Fenne's family? If not, then you can just be Papa's food.
Yo, okay, so Fenne is coming out on the 23rd, and she's wearing a straitjacket, likes getting bit by snakes, like legitimately is getting turned on to it by it. She called her snake was not named Papa.
If not, then you can just be Papa's food.
There's so much to unpack here, guys. So damn much to unpack here. I like how her eye has a her eye is a snake's eye. So the unit that we thought was going to be Alicia of the Frost instead is Psycho Snake Girl in a straitjacket with daddy issues. Awesome.
You know what? I'm done playing nice with incompetent amateurs.
Exclusive equipment for Blooming Lidica. Wait, was this? Let's listen. New voice.
You know what? I'm done playing nice with incompetent amateurs.
I can't quite tell. Let me find Peira. Give me a second. Bear with me, I'm pulling Peira up and getting some voice sounds.
New rules are built on the blood of the preceding era.
Yeah.
This isn't enough to satisfy me. As long as I'm alive, I haven't been defeated. Incompetent amateur. Nice with But I'm done playing nice with incompetent amateurs.
I don't know. I mean, it's really hard. Go listen to Sirmia? Okay.
I'm here to honor you with my presence. Oh, this sucks. I bet everything I had. I feel even lighter than usual.
I don't think it's the same person, guys. So, what I understand is that, how do you pronounce it? Is it Chermia Lee? Chermy Lee. So anyway, she does the voice from for Sirmia and for Peira. The way I understand it is she's a member of the SAG-AFTRA Guild, the union that's striking against AI. It's the same situation that came up with Flan's voice actress, and it's, you know, that strike is still going on. So in one of three things has to have happened. Blindlight has to have agreed to sign an interim agreement, or Chermia has decided to go against the wishes and risk her union membership by voicing outside of the strike's conditions, or the more likely thing is that they've replaced the VA. Peira is not Jeannie Torado. Peira is Chermia Lee. You can look at it right in the game. So the it's very likely her VA's gotten replaced just like Flan's has, but I'll let Sue get into this. This is more his world. He'll be better at recognizing the voices. It might still be her. It's similar enough that it's a little hard for me to tell. Not all voice actresses voice the same unit the same way. If you listen to Peira and you listen to Sirmia and you listen to Lionheart Sirmia, you can kind of tell. Oh wait, it said it on the character screen? Where? I don't see it.
With incompetent amateurs.
Well, anyway, for those of you who don't know, SAG-AFTRA is striking because they don't want AI being used or being trained by their voices, right? They don't want people feeding their voices into AI and saying, make something that sounds just like this, and then pay the actor or actress a fraction of the money that they deserve for the use of the replication of their voice, up to and above having them say, let's take Chermia Lee's voice and we will blend it with these two other voice actors who are similar, and we'll come up with an all new voice that's not technically beholden to any of them, and then we don't have to pay them anything, but we got the cadence and strengths of their voice we want in the units for free. That's a big issue for them. AI is supposed to make human life easier and not replace our endeavors in the arts and sciences and philosophies. It's supposed to get rid of the bullshit menial tasks that nobody wants to do and free us up for more soul-enriching pursuits. And as soon as AI started to get into the world of replacing artists and actors and VAs, that's where it kind of has crossed the line for a lot of people. And you can say it's the future all you want. It's not the future that we were promised by AI, and it's something that a lot of people are taking big issue with, including the SAG-AFTRA Guild. No matter what side of the pond you are on it, the majority of the social world doesn't like it. They're on the side of the voice actors and actresses say, we don't want this. And all the voice actors and actresses said is, while this strike is going on, sign this interim agreement that says you will not use my voicing for these lines, not stuff in the past, just for this job, that you won't use my voice to train an AI to do my job for me. And Smilegate refused to do it for Flan, and then found somebody who's outside of the guild to do scab work. It looks like Monka to you too, yeah, means. It looks like they've done the same thing with Chermia Lee, that they've just said, you know what, we'll find somebody who doesn't care about AI and is willing to work with us, which this is part of a company called Blindlight. They're the ones that do the voice lines for, or supply the voice actors and actresses for Smilegate. It's not like this is a Smilegate decision. Hiring Blindlight is a Smilegate decision, but that's a whole other can of worms to get into. Anyway, regardless, it need a little bit more info on it, but it looks very much like, once again, Epic 7's on the wrong side of the picket line with this one. But Blooming Litica is getting an EE, and so is Says. Is this going to make people want to pull Blooming Litica before her banner goes away? Ain't no way. Ain't no way it's the same Rift boss as Season 1. Oh, Smilegate, you lazy sons of bitches. You couldn't make a new Rift boss? Ugh. Okay, so for those of you who weren't here, Fire Rift Season 1 was also Defect Terminator Xeon. And it looks like we're going right back to Defect Terminator Xeon instead of having a third Rift boss. I don't know if they didn't get it done in time, or if they were just feeling lazy, but I really, really hate the reusing of the same asset. That's really lazy, lazy, lazy. And I'm going to bitch about this for months. Oh, but you notice the release date, 1/23. It's the same release date as the new unit Fenne, so Fenne is going to be our Rift unit, 100%. New arena season. I guess that's the same length. January 20th to April 13th feels longer than normal, but we get more arena story, which is great. I really hope we get changes to the arena, because the way the arena is right now is terrible. Who's the character to the right?
Time to bring out our ice units, and time to cook up new Rift teams.
Yep. This is Notos here on the right. And this is Vestus on the left. Vestus is kind of the guide, and I think going to wind up being the ultimate big bad of the story. Notos is the guy that's running the show. I think he's a Celestial. I'm not entirely sure. They kind of keep shifting and changing the lore, the arena story. There's a really cool video where you can check out the arena story. I'll show it to you. It's really cool. You guys are going to love this. All you got to do is...
At this point, does it matter? Oh, changes envy in every patch. We just gotta get used to it. The only reason we got attached to the envy is cause we didn't have J-Piva for 2 years.
We're not Hoyo, and yes, it matters because of the reason they're doing it. Hoyo changes VAs because that's just what Hoyo does. Epic 7 is changing VAs because they want to use AI to train their voices, or the company, Blindlight wants to use AI to train the voices, and that's bullshit. So yeah, we should care. Anyway, for those of you who want to see the arena story, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just go into the arena, and then you can click on the arena story, scroll all the way up, and there's a really cool video right here that you can click on it. And when you click on it, it will pull up YouTube and show you Smilegate has privated the video message because for some reason the in-game video is now private. And it's been like this for over a year. Isn't this bullshit? I've told Smilegate about this for over a year now. How stupid is it that one of the best videos, you know, one of the best story arcs in Epic 7, the arena story arc, you can't get to anymore? They need to fix that link. Check the journal. The journal shouldn't matter unless it points to a whole ass new unless it points to a whole new video link, but we'll go ahead and look. Journal, story journal. Where would it be? I see the episodes, Labyrinth, specially changed reputation, and hero stories. I don't see anything for Arena. Oh well. Does the video play if you click the play button? No, it's privated. It's not that it's gone, it's just private. So if you want to watch it, there are some streamers out there, myself included, who put that video in there. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you. What the fuck is going on? That was weird. Okay, let's see. It's here somewhere. There's Notos on the throne. Popped his head like a zit. So yeah. Fix your damn game, Smilegate. Anyway, new arena season is coming. Okay, so as we said, Kairon banner, don't pull on it. Elena banner, probably don't pull on it. She's the most usable of the three. Little Queen Charlotte banner, or not Little Queen Charlotte, but just regular old Chloe banner, Ice Chloe banner. Oh, Elena and Chloe are both ice. It's the Rift bundle drop rate up. They're going to be selling us some Rift units. And the most important Rift unit, I'm sure, Fenne and her artifact Proof of Love will be dropping the same day Rift opens. Tempest Surin and goddamn Peira, you are killing it. Okay. So, arena season, the arena grit season's come to an end. Thank God. Everyone hated it. Hopefully We anticipate some truly exciting competition amongst our areas. Only if you change the season, otherwise no one will play it. This is the Grit season frames, which thankfully a terrible season was coupled with terrible frames. What do the new frames look like? That's kind of unique. Very geometric shape to it. I don't know. I'll have to like Photoshop and see how my Wulf looks inside of this. I'm not so sure the asymmetrical diagonal positioning of the units will mesh well with this, but for some units that are forward facing, this could look really good. Yeah, we'll see if it's worth pushing for top 30. Let me see. So Battle Pass, of course, is back. Everything's being put in the Battle Pass. What's the gear? What's the arena gear look like? Oh, shit. Pen set gear, guys. Look at this gear. So arena is dropping attack, crit, crit, attack, crit, crit. Attack, 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 crit, crit. Holy shit. Guys, this is crazy. All this gear is really good. The weapon is perfect. The helm is perfect. The armor is as close to perfect as you can get. Its armor's more for bruisers because there's no speed on it, but other than that, it's perfect for bruisers. The boots are coin toss, right? They got attack and health on it, which is generally bad. Most units either are attack scaling or they're HP scaling, and it's rare that you want both. Usually when I see attack and health, I'm going, oh, it's going to do 2 rolls into one, 2 rolls into the other, and then a low roll somewhere else. The boots, so far, are the worst ones of the bunch. The ring is kind of like the armor. The ring is definitely shooting for an HP scaler. They didn't shit all over it by putting attack, so the ring is awesome for HP scalers. And the neck is perfect. Yeah, the boots are the only bad piece. Everything else, and the boots aren't bad. The boots are just, they got a 50-50 chance of being bad. Everything else is busted. This is some of the best arena gear I've ever seen. Very, very nice set. Okay, the new exclusive equipments. Where'd my music go? Okay, so my music's not playing. There we go. Okay, so new exclusive equipment for Blooming Lidica. She gets more effectiveness, sure, that's great. And removes 3 souls from the enemy when using Twisted Thorn Vines. Okay, so you can use her as an anti-soul unit. Restrict all enemies for 2 turns when using Thorn Vines. That's interesting, but I'm not sure that's going to be that big of a deal. And increase damage dealt by Fruit of Ecstasy by 100%, so you can just make her nuke hit even harder. She already kind of hits hard enough. I'm not sure. I think it's probably the souls, and I'm not sure that any of this is going to change her usability in competitive gaming. Maybe I'm wrong and some bigger brains will come up with some tech, but this does just make her objectively better, and it gives you options, right? You can make her anti-soul, you can make her anti-CR, or you can just boost her damage. I like EEs that do 3 very different things, and that's pretty cool. But I don't know that any of these things impacts the meta enough. I'm sticking by my guns, guys. I still think unless somebody chefs up some amazing tech, this EE is not strong enough to make you start pulling for Blooming Lidica. And let's see, says. We're giving Says more attack, which is insane. His attack is already through the roof, and his pop damage is based on his attack, so that's a crazy hit right there. And increases damage dealt by Dark Shadow, increases damage dealt by Encroach. Encroach is his little AoE slap one, and Dark Shadow is his nuke. Am I correct? So I don't think we really care about this. This is nice. But this right here, that's going to let him blow up a lot of the tanky MFers that are out there. Remember, his Dark Shadow skill has Extinction on it too. So it makes him especially good at taking units like Ruel out. Oh, Dark Shadow is his S1. This might bring him back into the arena meta, but I'm not sure this will do a lot for him at an RTA, because all this does is make him better, make him stronger. It doesn't change his implementation. It doesn't change how he behaves in the fight. It just makes that when he does his thing, it's going to kill, right? Either by giving him 50% more attack with an attack buff, or by just giving him 20% more damage. 50% more attack on a Croach is definitely going to make this skill hit harder than just the 20%, but you can also externally attack buff him with like Frida, for example, or Alots, and then you get the best of both worlds. You get the 50 attack and the 20. I think I'm going to run this one on him. But yeah, I don't know that this is going to bring him into competitive play or not. It'll definitely make him a lot better in Arena. We used to use him in Arena, and people complained about how my Arena build was hard to duplicate. The biggest issue Sez has got right now is Sez is an ice unit. Into Earth units, into Mort, into Alencia, into Young Senya. It's an Earth heavy meta. If any of these EEs instead of saying increased damage by Dark Shadow, it said always has elemental advantage or doesn't have elemental weakness, I think Sez could have been all over the place. But what if it's an EE for Rift? That's possible too. These could be built to make him a good damage dealer for Rift. Okay, a new legendary inheritance pass, guys. Here for your Skystones. So once again, everybody should spend the 900 Skystones on the premium epic pass, and no one should spend the 1600 extra Skystones, because for 25 you get both, so it's really 1600 for this. Nobody should buy this. This is terrible, terrible value. All you get is random gear with random main stats and random substats. The only thing you can guarantee is that it is the gear set that you want and that it is red gear. That's it. And then a couple of mana reset stones so you can cope that you might be able to re-roll the terrible rolls into something better. This is the biggest, this is such a big scam. The only thing that scams you more than this for 1600 is Hoochie trying to sell you the same stuff for like 10k Sky Stones. Smilegate overvalues these mana reset stones terribly, and I think it's one of the biggest disservice to new players is to present this as if it is a good deal, because new players especially need to save their Sky Stones. So, in case I haven't driven it home, you could go out and buy 5 Apple Watches and wear them all at the same time and walk down the street with your sleeve rolled up so everybody could see how terrible you are with money, and it would still not be as bad at handling money as buying this 2500 Skystone pack. It's that kind of bad, guys. Get the premium, skip the special pass. Okay, we're getting the third half of Eerie Night in the Secret Garden. This is kind of the cool part of the story where it ties into to Cheiron and the World Tree and all that jazz. But I hope you guys are enjoying your gardening. I know I am. Oh, and for those of you who are struggling, I've had a couple of people say, "Are you ever going to make guides on the final fights?" Read the notes on the fights. Once you get your plants all leveled up, those fights become a joke and are super easy. If you're struggling to do it, finish building up your garden and then do it. Did they say anything about being able to buy the stuff with stamina? Can now install new plants. After unlocking 3 Blooming Licks as a manager, same time. Unlock. Each stage will unlock. Huh. Last season, people who couldn't finish the garden, they let us use stamina in the final week to buy all the stuff. And I don't see it mentioned. Yeah, last season everybody complained about nobody was finishing it and everybody fell behind, so they released a system where you could literally just buy currency, buy the in-game currency for this event with stamina. And I don't see it mentioned here, so I wonder if they're not going to do that this time. We'll see. Kairon, don't pull on them. And other improvements and adjustments. The following changes will be made to... Okay, so there's adding 120 FPS support. So how about that? You can now have 120 FPS. And they're also reducing the minimum frame rate down to 30, which will kind of help with people who are playing on older devices, I assume. Fixed an issue where some barriers could be granted to 5-star bystander Huayang. I don't know if anybody saw this, but Rimuru, if he stole barriers, he could give the barrier to bystander Huayang. So it was possible to force a buff onto Huayang in the form of a barrier, which was a kind of a funny bug. He couldn't give her anything else. All the other stuff he stole and gave to the team, he didn't give to her, but the barrier squeezed through. So they're fixing that. Battle rules related to detonation will be updated. So, does not trigger detonation except for bombs on invincible targets. Triggers all detonation effects for... Okay, so before units that did things like detonating burns and bleeds, now they're going to detonate burns and bleeds too, whereas before it looked like only bombs got detonated on invincibles. Kind of a niche, weird thing, but sure. Fix an issue where Vildred's skill enhancement text for Dancing Blade was not displayed properly, so that's just a visual thing. There's no functional change there. World Arena, oh please, 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 please do something with regular Arena. The quick match feature will be added to Arena, NPC. Okay, awesome. We can now do the quick battling on NPCs. So for those of you who bloody effing hate Arena, you can just quick battle the NPCs now. Thank freaking God. They gave us an out, guys. For those of you who hate Arena and don't want to engage with it, you can just quick battle NPCs. Which is basically what everyone is going to do. Everybody is going to do this unless they've fixed Arena. So let's see, quick match chances will be deducted from the total number of match chances. For those of you who aren't aware, in quick battle, when you quick battle, or when you do an NPC match, right? Oops, wrong button. So when you're talking about completing your battle pass, you get half as much, right? You get 10 XP for each flag consumed. You'll only get 5 XP by doing an NPC fight. So you get half as much, but you don't lose. You don't lose ranks. So now the biggest issue was NPC had no quick battle button. So they're adding quick battle. So even though it's half as much, I'm sure people will just do it twice as often because you don't lose in quick battles. So that's really, really nice quality of life. You cannot use the quick match battling function while background battling. I don't know why. Why can't we quick battle while we're background battling, guys? Can anybody tell me that? Because it seems dumb. But make sure you turn off your background battling on Rift or whatever. Do your daily quick matches and then turn your background battling back on. After the maintenance tonight, all NPC challenges used before the maintenance will be fully restored. Great. That's it. They're not changing Arena. They're leaving it the same garbage can, broken, bloated, unfriendly system that prevents people from climbing, getting Skystones, or enjoying Arena entirely, and not changing a damn thing. I'm going to brigade this on Stove, guys. I'm going to make a big Stove post about how horribly backwards stupid this is, how they've made a system that is only engaging for 17 people. And where do I get that number? I look at the ranking, and I look at total ranking, and we're at the end of the season. Sorry, 14 people. There's only 14 people in the top 100 rank. There are 0 people in the top 1000 rank, and there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see, 20, 30. And there is only 16 people in the top 2000 rank. They made a system that is supposed to reward 2,000 people, and only 31 people are qualifying for it. They made a system that's supposed to reward heavily 1,000 people, and nobody's qualifying for it. They made a system that's supposed to reward 100 people at the top level, and only 14 people are there. This is garbage. It's not fun, and it's not compelling. It's not fun to have to spend more Sky Stones than you earn from Arena just to fall out. Did Lucira make it this season? Lucira quit playing Arena. All of the people that played Arena quit playing Arena except for Snitchu, because ironically, the way that this is set up kind of works around him. But none of the top people are original names. It's all new people. Because everybody that enjoyed Arena quit, including myself. And I won't engage with it again other than just doing my dailies until they fix the system. They took a system that was fun for a lot of people and turned it into a way to force people to spend Sky Stones chasing something that's impossible to get. And what's impossible to get is these Sky Stone rewards. The first time you get their rewards, nobody can ever get these again that hasn't already got them. To get these rewards, you've got to be in the top 2,000 just to start to get these rewards. And as we saw, only 14 people were allowed to be in the top 1,000 and above, and those people were already up here in Legend. So this is bad, guys. This is Smilegate basically killing one of the interactive plays that this game has. This is one of the few repeatable contents that doesn't take stamina. For the people that don't like RTA, for people that are bored to tears with Holo Trials, this is something to do. Something that was fun and challenging, and they just ruined it, and it really makes me sad. In the year of the Blue Snake event, the receive button will now indicate whether rewards are available in the daily reputation event or total event. Okay. Sorting order and edit profile, select lobby hero, journal skin screens will now display the default skin first. The like button will no longer be displayed on the lobby quick menu. Okay, whatever. Like button will still be available in the music player. Okay, great. Let's go check out this Fenne and Peira unit a little bit closer. Surely there is... Oh, right here. Fenne preview. This from Smilegate? Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Crazy Snake Girl.
True love. Give Fenne all your love. I love you. Stay with me forever. Papa's going to eat his fill today.
Okay, so they took Elfelt's level of crazy and jacked it up to the next level. She's legitimately wearing a straight jacket and has a snake that she's called Papa that bites her and it turns her on, and it's too much. And she was kidnapped.
After being kidnapped by the Terranor laboratory, Fenne became a homunculus injected with the serpentine powers of Apophis. Mistakenly...
Apophis. Apophis is the Greek god, or Egyptian god of destruction. Do I have that right?
Believing her brother says to have abandoned her. This in turn fueled her thirst for familial affection.
Holy
In the
shit.
end, she was manipulated by a researcher's words and accepts Apophis as her father. Ever since the laboratory's decommissioning, Fenne, having lost her home, Ever since the laboratory's
Soul Weaver, and she's a Cancer Zodiac, so she's gonna have really good stats.
decommissioning, Fenne, having lost her home, travels the land in search of her to-be mother.
I can fix her. She has a snake named Papa who bites her and it turns her on. She's wearing a straitjacket. She's a homunculus. She's running around barefoot in the forest. And you got your work cut out for you, Anyo.
Fenne, having lost her home, travels the land in search of her to-be mother, so that she may finally fulfill her dream of a perfect family.
Fenne
Fenne is a
says his
5-star
sister,
Ice
huh?
Elemental Soul Weaver. She has high health and can increase her health further through her imprint concentration.
High health, decent attack.
Skill 3, Love.
After consuming 15% of the caster's current health and inflicts injuries proportional to the consumption on the caster. She kind of BBKs herself, right? She damages herself and she injures herself. Attacks the enemy, absorbing some of the damage dealt as health. So basically her S3 is BBK, right? She hurts herself on her S3 and then she heals it back up on her S1. After doing all this, the caster becomes enraged for 2 turns, so she grants herself a rage buff. That's what, 20% attack and defense? Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's injury. Oh, so she injures herself, and that's what makes her hit harder, right? BBK hurts herself, and her damage goes up the less health she has, but with Fenne, the damage goes up the more injuries she has. So unlike BBK, her damage boost will stick around the more she self-injures, whereas if BBK, that was always one of the issues with counter BBK, right? Is like, you get her to 0 health, she's getting ready to nuke, and then the damn girl would get hit, counter, and heal herself back up to full, and then her nuke wouldn't hit as hard as you wanted. That's interesting.
Bite. After consuming 15% of the caster's
And her S3, it's just loaded with damage, and it's a 3-turn skill cooldown, right? 4-1, so 3-turn cooldown.
current health and inflicting injuries proportional to the consumption on the caster, attacks the enemy, absorbing some of the damage dealt as health. The caster becomes enraged for 2
So she
turns.
gets hurt, she gets
Damage
injured.
dealt increases proportional.
So that's about 25% injury, right? Maybe about 30% injury, I'd say, on that bar.
To the caster's injuries.
Damn.
For 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's injury.
That really says 32k. Well, it's into a defense break, though, guys. It's into a defense break. So that's a little less impressive.
Skill.
It's like saying, well, my Hua Young does 60k damage into a defense break. What she do without a defense break? She does like 15k. 22 from a non-defense break? No. Way more than half, dude. Way more than half. Defense break is a 70% crush into your defense. Here, we can figure it out. So into a defense break. So 31k damage Hua Young into a defense break. Without the defense break, it's like 14k damage. So about 60% drop in damage. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that it's not the insanity that you might be thinking it is. Okay, so her passive skill, love equals pain. You sure you can fix this girl, Anyo? Increased critical hit chance by 30%, so she's got 30% baked in crit into her kit, making her easier to build. Attack and speed increased proportional to the caster's injury ratio. So if she's injured to 50%, she would get a 50% boost to injury. I'm sorry, 50% boost to speed and attack. That's freaking insane. So the damage is proportional to her injuries, but also her attack is proportional to her injuries. So her attack's going to go up too. Upon receiving lethal damage, revives with 30% health. So she's got a baked-in Ruel passive. And grants barrier to the caster for 2 turns. Barrier's strength increased proportional to the caster's attack, which will be freaking huge by the time she dies. Only once per battle. Okay. Impressive.
Love equals pain.
Oh, 30% health, 35, 4, 8, 12, 15. So she'll come back with 50% health. Yeah, she'll come back with 50% health for sure. Why is she a Soul Weaver? Well, she comes back to life and heals herself. That's Soul Weavery, right?
Increases critical hit chance by 30%. Attack and speed increase proportional to the caster's injuries ratio. Upon receiving lethal damage, revives with up to 50% of max health and grants a barrier to the caster for 2
She
turns.
revives, she grants barriers, she
strength
self-heals.
increases proportional
Obviously,
to
it's
the
a Soul
caster's
Weaver.
attack. This effect can only be activated once per battle. Skill
S1, after consuming 15% of the caster's current health and affecting injuries proportional to the consumption. Okay, so she does the hurts herself and injures herself stuff on her S3 and her S1. So you'll get to that 50% injury mark giga fast. Attacks the enemy, recovering health of all allies. Soul Weaver. When the caster's turn, when it's the caster's turn, if Enrage is active and she gets Enraged from her S3, activates Embrace as an attack. The amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max health and attack. And remember, the more she's injured, the more her attack goes up, so she's going to heal more when she's injured too. So she'll be stronger healer the longer the fight goes on. And when she activates Embrace, attacks the enemy, grants immunity to the caster for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's injuries. And if you soul burn, she just heals even more. And it's loaded with damage.
Skill 1. Intense Welcome. After consuming 15%.
This is definitely our Rift
caster's
unit,
current
guys.
health and inflicting injuries
100%.
proportional to the consumption on the caster, attacks the enemy.
I don't know
recovering
if you're
health of
using
all
this outside of
allies.
Rift.
When it is the caster's turn, if the caster is enraged.
Because again, remember, we're in a very green meta right now. Ice units are very hard to use. Mort, Alencia, Senya. Tough to use green units right now.
Activates Embrace as an
I think she's going to be Rift only the way Wukong is Rift only, right? Wukong was only usable in Rift unless you cooked up some serious tech with some high-end gear, and in high elos, people were using Wukong in very impressive ways, but it wasn't really accessible or common ways. It was like kind of 4-5 pick. Same with Kayn, I guess. Nah, Kayn wasn't usable anywhere. Wukong actually was usable. So I think that's what we got here. We got a Rift unit that some people are going to cook up some really nice, like 4 or 5 pick ways to use her in RTA, but she's not going to be a staple there, not in this meta.
extra attack. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max health and attack.
I love
Embrace is an
damage
effect that
dealing
attacks the
healers.
enemy
That's
and
my
grants
favorite
immunity to the
archetype
caster
in
for
gaming
1 turn.
is the damage dealing
dealt
healers.
increases proportional to the caster's injuries. When 10
Okay.
soul is consumed,
Show me the
increases
damage.
the amount recovered.
So about 9k.
Fenne's artifact.
Okay, the artifact. So she's got baked in 30% crit, and her artifact's giving her another 8 and 16, another 12% crit at plus 15. I always look at these as if what it was plus 15, and plus 15 is always halfway between. So it'll be 12% crit chance and it'll be 9% at plus 15. So it's a nice stat stick artifact. After a single attack, a critical hit inflicts injuries equal to the damage dealt up to 6. I don't think you run this on her, guys. I don't. If you're just using her for Rift, you can't injure the Rift boss. So this artifact is an attempt to shoehorn her into things other than Rift, to make her an injury unit. Maybe to take her into the light monstrosities. Crazy Blingo artifact? Nah, because it's after a single attack, and most of Blingo's big attacks AoE. Sure, his S1. You could add some in, but we're using Blingo. You might as well use her. I think this artifact is nice to try to use her outside of Rift. I think in Rift, you're probably going to run her on Victorious Flag or, some other, Our Beautiful Season, some other damage dealer unit. Or possibly Celestine or some healing artifact, depending on how rough the Rift mechanics are. This artifact, I think this is for the people that want to try to use her as an injury unit outside of Rift.
Proof of love. These snake fangs crave Fenne, but she believes it's just Papa's way of showing love. Increases critical hit chance by up to 16%.
So legit no Soul Weaver can use it unless you cheese on it somehow. She's the only Soul Weaver that would use it. Well, okay, that's not fair. You'd be like, oh, it'd be really good on Requiem Roar, or it would be kick ass on Blaze Dingo, or you could use it on Schneal. And, once you say you can use it on and use a unit that's an actual real unit, then I'll start listening, but none of the units I mentioned are real units. The best shot is you could use it on, 100% crit on Death Dealer Ray, right? Excuse me. The best unit to use it on is Fenne, of course.
After a single attack, a critical hit inflicts injuries equal to damage dealt, up to 12% of the target's max health.
Crit Blood Moon Haste, there you go.
I love you.
Blood Moon Haste can too crit, you just gotta make sure that he gets sealed first. You take Blood Moon Haste into Luna with this artifact, he gets sealed, and now he can suddenly start critting and getting advantage of this unit. Duh! These guys aren't thinking. You gotta cook.
A homunculus intertwined with the snake.
Oh, look at her
dreaming
loving
of
up
a
on the
perfect
snake.
family. Players will be able to meet Fenne through the drop rate up summons starting January 23rd. Thank you.
Snake loves her so much and then bites her. Okay, here we are with our reused assets. Freaking lazy Smilegate. Man, look at this. It's freaking it's freaking Chloe and Elena. How could we possibly get Chloe and Elena? When was the last time we had a Chloe and Elena banner, guys? No, I mean, oh, they're the next banner, huh? Funny how that works. Okay, so all of you guys who are saying Chloe is going to be a Rift unit, they buffed her to be usable in Rift, and I was here like, nah, fam, none of her kit looks like it's usable in Rift. I still don't think she's going to be used in Rift, but hey, you know what? Maybe you were right. The Magic Nail is pretty nice in this, right? Magic Nail is a good chunk of damage, and it's a debuff. Remember, you're trying to max out all the debuffs here, so you can get rid of these weird special buffs, and you can't get them back because the UI is loaded with debuffs, so there's no room to spawn other buffs. So the Magic Nail actually is pretty good. So there's Magic Nail for extra damage. Big AoE attack, which is going to make Elena do her things with the cleansing. I'm not sure what Alexa's job is here. You can't defense break Rift bosses, and she hits really hard, but I think Alexa is probably going to be the most likely to be replaced with a damage dealing unit. Oh, you can defense break this one. Look at that. Holy shit. Okay, so we get the defense break. Oh, you know what? You could defense break the last one too. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think you're going to need Alexa, guys. I know 900 Skystones for especially changed feels kind of rough. This doesn't just look like Season 1's Rift boss. This looks like the same mechanics for the Season 1 Rift boss. You just keep the bar loaded, you get a defense break on early on. Okay, Fenne's got like maximum injury now. Look at this damage. 75k damage. Let's compare that to Alexa here. That was 63k from Chloe. 70k from Chloe. And that was 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. She's doing damage for a Soul Weaver. She's really being good damage support, but she's not bringing all of the damage. I think she's definitely going to be best in slot, but I see ways forward in this Rift. We'll need to see more of the Rift kit, but I think it's going to be a Wukong situation, right? It's going to be, if you have this unit, you will be able to full clear much faster because one of your support units is also keeping pace with 2 of your damage dealing units. So you've got 30% more damage output. So you'll clear 30% faster, it'll let you get to those 1-turn clears even faster. Whereas without her, you're going to have to be using some other support sustain unit, and you're basically going to be running at 30% less damage, and it's going to take you longer to clear. So I think it's very much like a Wukong situation where you're not going to need her to farm Rift, but if you have her, you'll be able to farm Rift significantly more efficiently. That's my assumption. We'll know more when we see Defect Terminator Zeon's full kit. 147k damage on that S3.
Looks like you're losing.
Nice 62k damage, 69k damage. 42 and 60 is another 100k damage from her. Yeah, you're going to want this unit, guys. Oh my god, you're definitely going to want this unit on your team to do Rift. Terrorize me with your love. There is so much to unpack with this unit, guys. I think the big one to change here probably is going to be Chloe and Alexa. But I think Elena... with all of the AoE hits, I think Elena and Fenne are going to kind of be required. It's going to be hard to work around not having those units. But Chloe we can replace with any damage-dealing debuffer, and Alexa. I mean, we could probably replace Chloe with Sigrid. We could probably replace Alexa with, maybe Sez.
Stardust. Soar into the night sky.
Okay, we got any fights with her outside of Rift?
What will the damage be like?
Anybody seen this arena defense before? Because I sure as shit haven't. When I go over and look at arena right now, all I see is Harsetti, BBK, and lots of green units. So I guess we can watch and see what they do in an unrealistic situation, but
Everything is going to be alright.
I'm a little busy over here. There's no need to thank me.
I guess we need to show off Sez's EE here, right?
Watch out. I tried to warn you. A nightmare.
Get him, Tenebria.
Especially for you.
A real DDR would have slept that Lulika. True.
He's going to eat his fill today. Stay with me.
Guys, if you don't have the voice, or if you don't have the sound turned on for Epic 7, I think at least just for the first couple of fights, you need to have the sound on for Fenne. Her voice actress is going crazy.
Pathetic.
It was 18k damage into a defense break. because her injury was not very much. Right? 18k into a defense break, what would that be? Into a defense break. So that's about 18k into a defense break. Without the defense break, yikes. She hits like a wet noodle until she's ramped the injury up. So you got to get her to stick around. And looking at this team, I don't see a lot of sustain and survivability here.
Are you ready?
Okay, so we do not have the EE that gives us the attack buff. Oh wait, that was his S2, right? At least they showed haste doing haste things there, right? Oh, you're right. That's light says, not specimen says, or not ice says. Thank you, thank you. Good point. Pop.
I'll kill you.
Why wouldn't you S3 the Euphine? Okay, whatever.
You may try to defy me.
You name it, I've got it.
Guys, I'm looking at the health on everybody and how Euphine's ready to take a turn. This didn't feel super clean.
True love. Who's bothering me? Till I can breathe no more.
I'll eliminate you.
Because Ilanov reduces his S3 damage. Look how much health is left on her. It wouldn't have reduced it that much. But sure.
Immature.
Playing the
Let's meet
mechanics.
again, on the other side of terror.
Yeah, all of the counters from Euphine happening here too, huh?
Going to eat his fill today. Give it to me. Oh, I see what you're
And she wasn't even on Holy Sack. I assume she was on Sigurd's Scythe, and that never countered either, never procced either. I'm unimpressed by her showcase against a oh, was she on Holy Sack and I missed it? She just revived earlier.
torment.
Ah, okay, you're right, you're right. I don't know, guys. I don't think she's an arena unit. Because I don't think you see arena defenses like this, right? Maybe this top one? I don't know. We'll see. We'll try her out for sure. We'll try to cook up some offenses with her. Hey, was she on Symbol of Unity, Joe? Interesting. Okay, do we have anything from Epic 7 on Peira? No showcase with Peira yet, huh? Just a Fenne preview? Yo, I love that they're self-aware. I've played this Rift before. That's freaking hilarious. It doesn't compensate for the fact that it's very, very, very lazy, disappointingly lazy, that we're going to be staring at the same graphic assets for another 6 months. But at least they called themselves out on it. Yeah, I ain't happy about it, Hamsloth. It's not okay. So, yeah. Fenne looks like she's going to be not necessarily a must-have, but definitely a like Wukong level want for Rift. And please, please, please be aware that though she's not limited, she might as well be when it comes to Rift. Her banner will come out, her story will happen, and you'll think, I want to get all this other stuff. I'll just activate her story summon and get her later. You can't. Story summons take about 6 months to activate, and by then Rift is gone. So you'll have to wait around for them to basically sell the Fenne pack, right? Just like they sold the Wukong pack where you could spend money to activate the Wukong banner, so you could spend money to get the unit. They'll do it with Fenne too. Halfway through Rift, they will sell the Fenne banner so you can activate her banner. It's a very expensive way to get a unit. Just pull the unit. If you want to do Rift, pull Fenne. You're going to need her to do Rift. If you don't pull Fenne, we'll show you ways to do it. It will not be as efficient, but you, just like without Wukong, you still could do Rift. So don't feel like you're forced to swipe. We will find a way around it. But if you've got the resources, get her. Because by the time her banner goes into story summons, Rift will be gone. And Peira, I think if Smilegate doesn't pre-release adjust this unit, she's going to be a great disaster. This unit is so overtuned, and I can't stop looking at her. Jesus Christ, the art department like touched greatness here, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't even care that she's not a redhead. I like a little variety in my life. What's wrong with that? Yep, full human though. No ears, no tail. She is only Wulf in name. Which is good. You don't have to feel like weird about being a furry or anything. Hot damn. I didn't think anything could make me spend on this game again, but they freaking did it, man. They found a way to get me to buy Mystic Packs. So, those of you guys who went to pity on Hua Young, yeah, that sucks. I'm right there with you. We're in shambles. Hopefully we get lucky. This is a continuation of ML Theater, most certainly. Because she's the one that broke Hua Young's hands or legs so that she can't ride her motorcycle anymore. So I'm sure we'll get that part of the story. So what do you guys think? Am I overhyping Peira? I think she is unbelievably broken, and she is going to run over RTA. Yeah, I think there's I think she's on track to be one of the most broken 5-stars we've had. And anybody that says, oh, but Harsetti, everybody pre-bans that unit, guys. Harsetti's not a unit that exists in RTA. When 70% of the time she's pre-banned and 2 people are
Bystander
pushing the button.
Didn't respect her bike and wrecked it. So Peira wrecked her arms and fixed the bike.
Nah, she's an opener that lets you get away with not being the fastest unit on the team, right? She's got the cleanses. She's a warrior, so she can run on Speed Miracle. She's 121 speed level broken. She cleanses the debuffs from your whole team. You can Sweet Miracle to avoid the freaking god damn it, knock walls. She's got defense break on her S1 and AoE defense break on her S1 if you soul burn. She gives evasion to all the dark units on the team. That's going to let you take units like Remnant Violet up to 90% evasion. That's going to let you take units like, or she gives rage to the dark units. She gives a 50% CR push to dark units, so she bridges dark teams. Holy shit. Her synergy with Afternoon Soak Flan is going to be insane. Her kit is loaded. Yeah, don't get me started on what it's going to be like playing her with BBK. Having the Elena buff on BBK along with BBK's own self-pushing stuff. Do you know what it's going to be like fighting her in BBK? Do you know what it's going to be like fighting Lua with an Arya style CR, not Arya, but an Ahmed style CR push built into her?
Dark Rem. For Peira, good thing I saved my pity pull from wine, and now have Peira in the bag. Now I can run her Rem, Flan, and Harsetti.
All I know is Peira will let a lot of people play Asplan now since pre-bans will change. Pre-bans will not change. Pre-bans will still be Harsetti and probably Luna, although there's a really good chance the pre-bans will now be Harsetti and Peira. It just depends if you're first pick or not, and you get Peira. If you're first pick, then you go Peira. If you're not first pick, then you better pre-ban Peira or she's just going to run you over. Peira, Lua, BBK, Flan. Just to be a dick, throw Rylet in there. She's going to give evasion to DDR, guys. Evasion, CR pushing, and cycling to Death Dealer Ray. Yeah, Archdemon Meru. Oh my god. The more I think about this unit, the more I think about all of the dark units that are in this world and the things she's going to let them do. You just got to scroll through your dark heroes. It's like this, you go, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ah! What the hell? It's just, every time I come across a dark unit, I just go like, oh no, it's even worse. Holy shit, oh my god, game over. Dude, it's gonna be crazy. This unit is insane, and if you want to play competitively, she's a must pull. She's gonna be everywhere. Yeah, Evasion Euphine. Evasion Abyssal Euphine. Madness. So, there you go. Let me get an outro real quick. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Am I crazy? Am I overblowing it? Am I completely off my rocker around the bend? Or is this unit that good? Let me know what you guys think. I sure as heck am going to be pulling. We'll talk more about it in the podcast tonight. You guys take care. Okay, so one more look at Peira for the road. Oh, damn it. I love it. I love it. God, she looks so good. Her proportions are perfect. She's not like... everything. They hit my type in so many ways. We might have a little bit of blue in the lobby table, guys. That's all I'm saying. A little bit of blue might show up in the lobby table. Yeah, I know the bike too. Oh my god. She rides a bike. While I am looking at Peira, mentioning Sonic in chat is going to be a bannable offense moving forward, guys, okay? I'm telling you. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, all I can say is do not Google Sonic fan art. And for those of you who have poor impulse control and are Googling it right now, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. All right, guys. I am going to wrap it up. I need to get to the gym. Shit. I need to get to the gym and then get working on putting some of these videos up. We will be back on tonight after maintenance for podcast. The Epic 7 World's going to end at 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight as the game goes into maintenance. Make sure you get your Guild Wars done. Make sure your garden is tended. And a lot of this stuff is going to show up first thing in the morning. Let's see, where are we going to send you guys?
web event dens.
Yep. Web event's going away. Make sure you get that done too. I am sure Elf Mage has got a lot to say about ML Peira, so let's go see what he has to say. All right, guys. You guys be good, or at least be good at it, and I will catch you later tonight. Take care, everybody.
I need him to miss fires. Miss the fires. He hit both fire! Wait! Benimaru has the... Wait, we're back!